Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 324 of playing chess every day until 2000 Elo. And before we hop into a live game, I will show you a game that I just finished playing. And we played at a 96.8 and they played at an 82.7. This game was a really good game and it showed some attacking prospects within the Tartakower of the Caro-Kann, or of the Caro-Kann Tartakower variation. It started off as a two knights, but we transposed after they play d4. Now this is the Tartakower, and typically you don't do this. Typically you put the bishop out first and then try to castle. But I just switched up the move orders. No reason for that. I just kind of was like bishop here. Anyways, they unpin themselves. Then we go bishop there. Castles. This is very typical stuff. They push c4 for the center. This is very common as well. We just go rook e8 because a lot of times in Tartakower you like to apply pressure down this file with the rook. You jump here with the knight, have potential ideas of that. Maybe push here, go here. They challenge the rook as well. And typically, if you are playing against the Tartakower, and you can trade into an endgame, it's very favorable for you, and that's why some white is slightly better, because they have good central control, and I have doubled pawns over here. So it's not good for black to trade, so you want to try and avoid that as much as possible, which is why you should play knight here first instead of going for this battery, but I was kind of threatening takes, and then here, they see that. They play h3. And we go h5, bishop h5. I don't know. I don't like to go back with the bishop this way. I like to go here and here, potentially, if they want to get aggressive with it. More development. And then they bring the queen to b3. I thought this was very weird and awkward, but we want to apply pressure here. That's the goal. That's why we did this. But it's a little bit inaccurate. And we should have challenged their center, not allowing them to push because the bishop really doesn't have many great squares. If they push, I have to go here and then trade my bishop, which in hindsight, that's actually pretty bad for me. They find this move because we were kind of threatening some, I don't know, we were threatening a lot of stuff on this file, right? So they just go back, then we double up, they take, of course, and then they play this blunder, and we get to sacrifice the bishop. And honestly, this is just game over for my opponent, because any human here will take. There's no way that you just don't take this, right? The computer's saying that bishop here is the move, which I mean, I guess it hits the rook, but I mean, your king's gonna get stormed open. Computer says c5. I probably would have like played something like this. I don't know. And now after this, their piece isn't hanging. That's the point. And now it's not so bad. Well, actually, they go there. It's so bad. They have to do this. But anyways, they take. We take. They come in. They just did not see the follow-up. So after the sacrifice, you can come in with the rook. You're threatening checkmate, so they have to respond to this. There's no way that they can protect it with the queen. This is pinned. They can't just, like, I don't know, move or something. So the only move is knight to e1, which doesn't straight away pick up the piece, but after queen check, and wherever the king goes, you take that. And in this position, my opponent took on b7, which is a very bad move. It looks like, you know, I might have some back rank problems, but I don't, because the knight can always go to f8. And this is another great thing about the Tartakower, because the knights usually goes to f8 and protects, you know, like the h7 square, or in this case, protects from back rank mate. So I don't have to worry about anything over here. And if they take, it's just gonna be very bad. What would happen if they took the knight? Oops. So they take here. Oh, right, because I have a move, and I played bishop to f3. That is a cold shower. That is a very cold shower. You can't take because there's checkmates. You can't take because it undefends the bishop. And you can't take because then I just take with check. And you're gonna go here and then it's just game over. Like you have to block and then it's mate. So my opponent goes for this. And then we just go here and he resigns. I loved this game, to be honest. I had a performance elo of 2450 versus their 1950, apparently. Now let's hop into a live one. All right, we found Tolu Moves, who's been playing since 2009, but only has 90 games with an insane win rate. Nah, I don't know. That's weird. It's weird. If you've been playing since 2009, you should have more than 100 games. Just, I don't know. I just don't. Y'all know me. I'm a little bit skeptical, I guess. Ooh, we got a fantasy. Let's not blunder checkmate in one this time. Last time I faced this fantasy variation, we blundered mate in one, which was kind of a little bit crazy. Yeah, I believe now we take. Because they can't take here. Like, it's a very, very common thing. It's weird that they played c3, though. I guess not really. It makes sense. They didn't want any of my queen b6, bishop c5 ideas. But, I don't know. We're just going to play some chess. So they're putting the bishop here. Obviously, if I take, they want to take and then castle. And there's always, like, a lot of trouble with this. I might actually just kick the bishop away. At some point, they might take... I don't know. I could just develop, but if I go here and they take, I take, they take. We gotta move the knight again. I guess I could go here, takes. I'm gonna develop the knight, which now, I mean, they can't take on e4, but it does block my queen's vision, which I don't love. Queen there. Yeah, and they're already kind of, they're doing like what I wanted to do to them. And if I go here, there's this. Very interesting. Interesting stuff. So what if I go here, protecting this? Here, I think I just go here. Here they're gonna take. Here, and we can't take because there's this. Well, maybe that's not so bad though, because then we're threatening to take with check. Let's go here. They take, we take, and then they'll go check. No, they're just gonna bring all their pieces. That also makes a lot of sense. If I go here, I lose a little bit of position. Could do this now. I think I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna hit the bishop away. They can't take because queen takes. And then maybe we can get in here and protect this. Yeah, so they go back. And then you go back. Makes sense. I could develop and hit the queen, which also makes sense. Could take. They take. I don't really want to allow them to come in. However, I don't want to allow this move. If I go here, is there any drawback to that move? I don't really see it. Here, if they take, we just take. And there's nothing that's really hanging. So let's just develop. A lot of times development is key. Okay, so if I go here, I mean, they're kind of threatening the pawn, takes, and here. Do we care about that? Take, I just don't want to allow them that activity. Let's develop and hit the queen. It just goes back. And I could go here, but now he's straight up just threatening the pawn. So maybe we do just take and deal with the fact. Or go here. He has to take. Okay, so let's take here. Not allow him to take. This is a threat at the moment. So if we were to go here, I have this. And now I could go here. Trade some pieces. Takes. I don't really love taking this. I like that his knight's awkwardly placed. This isn't threatened because we take. I could just finish development. Knight here, maybe reroute this way. I don't really want to allow him to take though. Allowing him to take seems not so great, giving him two center pawns like that. Let's take the pawn, give him the free development, and then castle. Now he's playing with an isolated pawn. Maybe I could just do this blockade. If I go here, takes, we take here. He can't take. It's got a hidden threat to it too. So let's jump here. So now if he ever castles, there's going to be a fork if these are not there. Yeah, we're going to take with the queen. This isn't hanging because of the knight. And now castle. I dare you. Do it. This is also a fork on these, on the pawn and queen. And his king's in the center of the board, which is never really that great. We do have ideas of moving the bishop and maybe this to apply pressure. Our king's still in the center too. But, ooh, wow. That is a big boy move. That's pretty crazy. I could still go here, because if the king takes, we have discovered check. And here, what would his plan be? He can't take, because this. And then knight, we just take. Then queen takes. Okay, maybe we don't go for that. That seems a little bit ambitious. Maybe castling. He's trying to castle by hand. I could play this, going for that, but once again, he just goes here. But then we pin it. Could also go for this first, or we could develop and castle, like a normal human. This is always like kind of weak. Let's just castle. Let's be human here. Like we have a good position. He's got an isolated pawn. We're up a pawn. We're almost done development. Let's not screw this up. He can't even like really bring the rook here or anything like that because we do have this. So it goes there. Yeah, he's trying to line up with the queen. Makes sense. I could go here, attack this, pin this. I mean, there's not really a threat with that. Do I want my queen here? He can just come in with tempo. I'm also looking at this move because he can't take. And if he were to just move, then we like come in with that. Just shred open his position. I would like to finish my development though. What if I go here? Hit the queen. No. No, 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 no. Relax, buddy. Although here does defend the pawn. And then we can play like this. Where does the queen move to? If I go here, the queen could come to this square. And then we go here. Probably tries to kick me away, winning this pawn. Then I could go here. I actually kind of like this idea. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's go here. Let's hit the queen. It's protected. And if he goes here, we have this. No, we don't. We have to move the queen then. If he goes here, we need to like go here and then have ideas of this. Yeah, but if I go here, he has this. I'm getting myself into a kind of a mess, to be honest. Typical Apex fashion. Oh, that does not seem good. That does not seem good. I don't really feel like I need to worry about this right now. Like, why not just go here? Finish the development. He doesn't have any threats. Sure, he can move the bishop, but my bishop is protected. Let's develop. Okay, yeah, I mean, he obviously wanted to kick that away. But now we just go right back where we were. We kind of got what we wanted. Now, if he attacks the c6 pawn, I can protect it with the rook. And then the knight can plan to maybe go to f6. Knight f6. It sucks that he has that that knight on f3. Queen h4 check looks very good. I don't know. Maybe I will play like, I don't know, g6 and try to put the bishop on that diagonal. Yeah. I mean, can't give him the pawn here. I mean, this just makes sense. But now this is pinned, so we need to be careful. But let's protect the pawn. We wanted to play this at some point anyways. And then we just need to move the queen. We're down on the clock, which really sucks. Okay, now he's attacking this. So if I go here, comes in and attacks, we just go here. Could also potentially push, although that would hang this pawn. The idea would be takes, knight takes, but then he goes here. So I guess I gotta be careful. Because if I go here and here, there's bishop takes. So I guess we protect with the rook. Activate another piece. Well, there wasn't actually bishop takes. Because the knight would protect the queen. But it's still better to get the rook active. Well, I say active, but it's kind of passive. But it could potentially support a c5 push. Yeah, he doesn't want me to push c5. But that does create a hole on c4, which could be potentially good. Yeah, I mean, I immediately want to go like this, I guess. But he's got too many defenders. This also seems pretty decent to maybe get the bishop and just improve the knight. But then, can he push? Takes. Maybe we go knight here first. I like that it's stopping this though. No, let's go knight here. Let's go knight there. We have potential checks. This bishop is kind of bad. My pawns do a very good job of holding this bishop off. But with that said, I also have a light squared bishop, so it's not really doing me well either. The better plan might have been to try and get a knight here, but I don't know. Because that would be a very good spot for the knight. It's just, I can't really make it work right now. And I want to keep the d4 pawn blockaded. Okay, now he goes knight back, finally. So I think I'm going to go queen here. Because I just want to, I don't know, get out of this pin preemptively. So let's go ahead, move the queen here. Might play this. You never know. We might play this, takes here. Could potentially go after this pawn. That's really what we should be doing, is trying to to pressure it, I think. We do also, we do have a backwards pawn, so that should be kept in mind, I guess. Maybe we just bring the rook to the open file, challenge his rook, potentially. And now he's going for, yeah, it's a good move. He wants to put a knight here. What if I go like this? Knight jumps in. I want to play this. That's kind of what I want to play. Try to dismantle this. Yeah, let's put this here. He's gonna have to like go back to one of these squares, and then I can tempo the queen. Bishop e2, I don't know if that's really that great, because then I have this, and this is hit twice, so he's got to stay on this diagonal. No, he just ignores it. Just ignores it. Fair, okay. I guess we're gonna take. If he takes, then we can take with the rook. I don't know. Can also straight up. No. We go here. He goes here. It attacks my queen, doesn't it? Here. We take. If he were to take, then I take the queen. He takes here. Okay, let's take his bishop. Maybe we just trade bishops, and then he opens up my king a bit, maybe. I can also put the bishop on... Yeah, we can also go here, and that looks pretty strong. Yeah, let's put the bishop on this diagonal. We're getting low on time. He might trade rooks. No. He does not. I could slide back and try to apply pressure this way. And he's always protecting this rank. Could also put the knight here. He's trying to bring the queen in, I think. So maybe we actually just step up with the king. Let's step up with the king. I don't want to allow this. The knight jumps in. He's trying to remove this to have this fork, I think. But we would just take. So I don't think we actually have to worry about that. Let's throw the knight here. He can never go rook here because the bishop's there. Wrong. Oh, he got the bishop. No. Oh, he wins the pawn back. Oh, I completely overlooked that. Oops. Yeah, that was 100% my bad. I completely overlooked his threats. And he's got a godlike knight. Yeah. Oh, but we can go here. We can trade that. And then maybe we can go rook here. Rook here, queen here. Takes. We're running out of time. I don't know if he'll trade into that endgame. But let's find out. Let's go here. Still forks here, so we need to be careful. We might have ideas of this. There's always this check. Could maybe go back. Then there's like stuff like this. I don't love it. I would love to get my rook to this file. So maybe king here goes back. Then I have to play this or this, but no, he just attacks the knight. So I do have the opportunity to trade queens. Not sure I want to do that. I could just go here and attack this, but then he's going to take here. It might be my... No, he's attacking this pawn. I can't really trade queens here. At least I don't feel like I should. It might be my best bet, though. Okay, I guess let's go for the queen trade. I didn't want to do that. Now he's going to move the rook. And the question is, do we go for activity here? Try to win this pawn. Or like, what is the plan? What are we trying to go for? Can't go there. I think this move makes sense. Trade this pawn. He can't do that because we have this. And then we can get an active rook. Maybe potentially target the king. It is scary having a 2-on-1 on that side, though, with his pawns forward like that. But he can't really push them if I have the rook here, because if he goes here, we take. King up. Wow. Takes. Yeah. So I guess let's go check. Come all the way back. Threatening big fork. Still threatening this. He could go passive. I hope he blunders the fork. Hope. Hope and pray. No, he just takes. Okay, let's go ahead and take the pawn. Should have made sure that there was no, like, knight fork here. There's not, but I should have made sure first. We can trade. Goes here. Knight check. Let's trade that knight. Takes here. Maybe go here, but then he just attacks me. And then maybe we'll come all the way back. He has to protect this. Or maybe he has this. Let's go here. Okay, now let's protect the pawn. So if I go here and he pushes... yeah, let's do this. He's gonna push, but he can't really get any forward mobility now. And now I think I can just start pushing my pawns. Maybe like g5, and then go here and try to bring the king up. Push takes. He's gonna try and bring the king in. You can't really get the king here, though. Yeah, but I'm gonna go here. And then this is what I want. I think he's actually helped me with this. Because if he goes here, we just take. This pawn's gonna go. Oh, but if I go here, takes, rook takes. So what if I go here to protect the pawn, then push? Still can't really take. Still can't really take. Okay, let's go here. Let's protect this. Try to get this push. Takes, king takes, and then we can start going forward. Push takes. It's four moves away, but I don't know. We don't really have time to actually calculate either. He's going for that kind of breakthrough. Makes sense. Let's go here. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's take and then slide back and try to push. Push takes. He could go here and it's GG's, actually. So I think he's actually just won the game. That sucks. Yeah. I don't have to respond though, but he's gonna play here anyways. Might as well play it. Yeah, we have to blockade. No. Here, takes. Push. Yeah, it's just completely lost. Unless I move the king up. He still goes here, then we have to go here. We have to keep the rook on the board though. Here we have to go here. Otherwise he has this. And then king protects. And now we have to push the pawn. I think he has this first. So he's held. It's unfortunate. Rook takes here, promotes. Okay, we are gonna play for a stalemate just because I feel like it, but that sucks. We might have had something there to draw the game, but I'm not sure. Actually, there's no stalemate. What am I going on about? It's literally mate, or not. Okay, that's different, but I think there was mate in 3. It's like check here, then check here, and then mate. Let's come forward. Picks up the rook. Okay, so let's go here. If he took, it was stalemate, I think. Takes, there's no legal moves except for this. There, that wasn't stalemate. Now he takes it with check. Or just gives me a checkmate and doesn't take it. Wow. Alright, let's analyze this. My opponent played with an 87.2. I played with an 80. We had a lot of inaccuracies, which cost us the game. This is best. And then I should just take in the center, I guess. This is the best move. Should have developed the knight. And he should have took the pawn. He wanted me to take it. I want to see if when I take that pawn... Yeah, it's a mistake. I lose a lot of advantage. We're still winning. And this is still good for us. And I thought it was, but I just didn't know... See, we're playing all the best moves. Like, literally all the best moves here. But after we improve our position, I didn't really know how to go forward. Queen in was better. So queen in, what are they gonna go for? They go for a queen trade, and then you play king up? Like, what? Knight comes in, we take. Still better. And then this is where we really went wrong. Yeah, giving up our really nice bishop here. I just completely overlooked it. The bishop was hanging, to be honest. Well, not hanging, but we lost a pawn that way. We trade into this endgame, which is supposed to be equal. but we completely misplay it. We had rook takes protecting, then we would have been up a pawn. Should have went to the back rank. Protect. We went passive here. We had to go for activity. So if I go here, still comes forward. This is still just winning for him, I guess. He's just faster on this side of the board. I get it. And it was calling for this. And if they take, I guess we just have two connected pass pawns. You go g4, king c5, e7, or not e7, f5, and once a5, I would probably play here. Then go check, which gives him the pawn. Yeah, I mean, so I guess you can't even play f6 without losing the pawn. What would you play though? Or f4, not f6. I don't know. It was just lost. Takes. I mean, he just played everything correctly, got the win deservingly, and yeah, it's all right. You had a performance yield of 2100 versus my 1950. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.